Are you mad for movies? Join us for today's episode about Steven Spielberg. What is your favorite Steven Spielberg movie?
I'm gonna say
Favorite
Probably also Jurassic Park.
I probably have to say Jurassic Park, just because it's the movie I've seen the most.
It could be like a three-way tie between that one, Jurassic Park, and also Catch Me If You Can.
It's a toss-up between Raiders of the Lost Ark and E.T.
I have to say Hook because it's the movie that I will watch the most. Being that it's like a comedy, like I can put it on anytime. It gives me good feelings all the time. I don't have to be in a specific mood to watch it. So it might not be my favorite of his films in the sense where I think it's the best made movie, but I think it's my favorite of his. Like if someone would be like, what Spielberg movie would you want to watch every day for the rest of your life? It would be Hook 100%.
What is your least favorite Steven Spielberg movie?
What movies has he directed that are bad?
Oh my God, forgot all about Indiana Jones.
What's your least favorite? Oh, that's easy. Star Wars.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
I would have to say Ready Player One.
I don't know that I have a ton of negative emotions toward any movie that I've seen that was done by him, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably say War of the Worlds.
Least favorite Steven Spielberg movie is probably Crystal Skull.
Which character of Steven Spielberg's would you like to be?
Okay, well, now you're in my dreams.
Be one of the raptors from Jurassic Park.
Laura Dern in Jurassic Park because she's fantastic. I just love how optimistic she is.
Because, of course, I am an aspiring, struggling actor, so I will take any role in a Steven Spielberg movie.
I would 100% want to be Ian Malcolm.
Well, I always wanted to be Short Round. Does that count?
I find myself easily stepping into the shoes of someone like Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park.
I mean, I definitely want to be Jeff Goldblum. I mean, I just want to be Jeff Goldblum. So
I could go to Neverland. I would be Tinkerbell. I could fly all around in Neverland. Yeah, that's what I want.
Tell us a personal anecdote about Steven Spielberg.
Very exciting. When I was a kid, I lived in Los Angeles, and my dad had a construction company, and he was building a house for Steven Spielberg. And Steven Spielberg's a really cool guy, so he would often invite people who work for him to like family barbecues. So there was a big barbecue, and he invited my dad and my mom and the kids, and I was a little baby, and Steven Spielberg was like, oh, what a cute baby, let me hold it. So yep, Steven Spielberg held me as a baby, and it influenced his whole
I was
career.
about 13. I wrote him a fan letter telling him how awesome he was and how he influenced my life. And then he sent me back a postcard that was signed from Steven Spielberg. So that was pretty exciting for my little kid self.
What would movies be like without Steven Spielberg?
Showing that movies can be big. They can have grandiose visions and take you there. And I think that's something that he imparted on the movie industry.
I think they'd be less epic. Like you think about the big action films that he's done, and then you think about big action films from today. I don't think things would be as big if he didn't have his movies.
I don't know, he kind of accidentally invented the blockbuster. So in a way, it was kind of detrimental to kind of like, oh, we've got to have these tentpole, big, amazing films. But then sometimes we get some like really fun, like well-made blockbuster movies.
I'm not sure. We'd probably have a lot fewer blockbusters these days if it wasn't for Steven Spielberg.
I don't know that we'd have like huge blockbuster films without him. I think like the idea of like the summer blockbuster and like the people who like made those movies like probably wouldn't be around. Like when I think of, you know, like Transformers and like the Avengers and like these big huge movies, like I don't know that we'd have those had he not made the movies that he made when he made them.
I think there'd be a little less joy and feeling in people's hearts and a lot less imagination, a lot less wonder in their minds. Because for me, because Spielberg trained on the best, like John Ford and stuff like that, he understands scope, scale, and how to transport an audience, how to really transport an audience. I mean, he's a filmmaker that when I sit in the theater and the lights go down, I know I'm going someplace and I'm going to be taken care of for 2 to 3 hours. And it's kind of a privilege.
Let's have one more alien banger out there. Blockbuster. Amazing. Let's get one more.